The INDY sure ain't for bowling. It's for any comic book news.
I'd give real money if you'd shut up.
Indie Comic Book News, Episode 30. Tales of Truth and Beer Nuts. 3.
Hey folks, how you doing? Comic Book Man here. Welcome to my video outhouse. It's time once again for Indie Comics News, and we're coming to you live from the Indie Alley, just like we came to you live from C2E2 a few weeks ago.
We were live
now
on
we're coming
tape.
to you live from the Indie Alley, and when we're gone, believe it or not, we'll still be live, but you just won't see us. If that makes any sense.
We'll be making hand gestures while you're that way.
And in the Indie Alley, joining me once again with Indie News is
How you doing, kids? It's Bo, Indie Bo.
Indie Bo. And of course, we're coming to you from Alternate Reality, located at 111th and Kedzie in beautiful downtown Mount Greenwood. Alternate Reality, where all new comics are 15% off every day for everyone, including Conan the Cimmerian, which is getting a bullet in the back of its head with issue 25.
But for a good reason.
For a good reason.
Conan number 25 will be the last issue involving Tim Truman and Thomas Giarello. The book will be replaced by 1 year by a limited series written by Roy Thomas.
Oh, who's he?
He's the guy who basically wrote all the Conan stuff over at Marvel and was the one
did?
who got Conan into comics in the first place many, many years ago over at Marvel.
As a matter of fact, Roy Thomas wrote Conan right up to the last issue at Marvel, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
Right up to the last issue, and the great thing about that, it was like 250, 60,
It's a
70
long,
issues.
long run.
He wrote almost all 260, 70 issues of Conan. By the time they got down to that last 10 or 20 issues, nobody was buying the book because he'd pretty much shot his wad on Conan. So I'm glad to hear he's coming back now that he's got his wad back on Conan.
Now, but while he's working on this 12-issue limited series, Truman and Giarello will be doing a 4-issue limited series called King Conan, the Scarlet Citadel, and once Thomas's 12-issue run is over with, they'll be going back to the Conan book.
Page 2.
They're taking
Page
a Conan break.
Conan, Volume 2.
Valiant Comics is coming back to Dark Horse. Well, not Valiant Comics, but the characters from Valiant are coming back, and Dark Horse has got them, and I couldn't be more thrilled.
Yes, you could. Free Comic Book Day, May 1st. You'll get the flip comic from Dark Horse, which involves the return of Magnus Robot Fighter.
I am betting at the
and
end of the
Solar.
day that will be one of the books I still have copies of.
It could be. But not only are those 2 books coming back, but Turok, Son of Stone is coming back, and Jim Shooter is writing all 3 of them.
I saw Jim Shooter at the retailer meeting.
Man, he's
Jim
tall.
Shooter, he's very tall. So is the president of Dark Horse. And I forget the guy's name.
That makes him qualified.
But Jim Shooter was very stoked about doing the Valiant stuff over at Dark Horse, and he was really looking forward to doing it. I don't know how much of it was BS and how much of it was real. It seemed real, so we'll see.
Now he can move out of his car.
He's enthused.
Oh, he's not going to move out of his car.
He's going to live in his car.
What kind of car can a man that size live in?
He lives in a van down by the river. Next up, IDW has a few Doctor Who projects coming up. I can't imagine why.
I have no idea, but you're going to have a trade paperback of the first 6 issues of the IDW Limited series. You'll have reprints of the Marvel UK book featuring the 6th Doctor. You'll also have a Doctor Who annual for the first time in the United States. People in Britain have been reading them for a while. And you will see Matt Smith as the new Doctor in a new series in 2011.
He has a forehead that's like the size of a billboard. It's huge. It's like you could post signs on it.
All those Doctor Who billboards are still plastered all over downtown. It's really amazing.
Radical Publishing has made a big announcement about Wyatt Earp.
Wyatt Earp!
Nebo.
A project called Earp Saves for Sinners that places Wyatt Earp in a futuristic version of Las Vegas.
Oh!
That sounds stupid.
So
Las Vegas.
instead of going to Dodge City, Wyatt and his brother Virgil and the rest of the Earp clan all go to Vegas.
All it needs is Hit Monkey.
Hit Monkey is probably already there. He's a croupier dealer, I believe.
I know what you're saying to yourself. How?
The lights. Who paid the
Oh my
lights?
God, that was Vegas.
It's Wyatt Earp. It's Wyatt Earp.
Wyatt.
I know that you're asking yourself, how can we ever possibly top that story?
Oh, I got
how
something.
can we top that story? And you know what? We can't.
Because it's not the right book.
That's not the right book. This is the right book. We can't, but we're going to go with this one.
The final arc of Fear Agent will
Agent.
begin in July with 28.
I thought this was canceled. I thought it was over with.
No. They were off working on it to make sure all 5 issues ship on time.
Well, God bless them.
But the 5-issue arc is called Out of Sleep, and the arc will involve a
Out of Step.
Out of Step.
Out of
a
step.
lot of time jumping. So he'll be bouncing from location to location.
And they won't be asleep.
And there'll be
precious,
some
isn't
sleeping because Heath has to sleep every once in a while. Because last time we saw Heath, he has this big ass hole in his stomach.
Really?
And there's also in the film version of Fear Agent is moving along slowly, but we may be seeing it in 2012.
Shooting in one frame at a time.
Yes, shooting at 1 frame at a time at 18 frames per second. So it's gonna take them forever.
I know
It's
this
gonna
is.
be a flip book.
I know this is going to be hard for all of you to believe, but we are done with indie news.
No.
that is
Indie news is
it.
done with
We
us.
have no more.
Well, that power thing sort
There
of
has
freaked
to
us
be
all out
more.
anyway.
We have no more indie news.
We got nothing.
Well, thank God. You know, it would have been great if the lights had gone out because the camera's battery powered, so we could still
We'd have been-
just be finishing it up in the dark. Anyway, you can read more indie news at the store's website because he's actually sent me some. Did you send me indie news?
Yes, I sent you
Okay,
indie news.
he sent me indie news, so I have something to post now. So go to the store's website, check out all the
hell's
indie
that
news,
website
and
at?
I'm working here.
I'm walking here.
Give me a chance. And where's the store's website at?
Sarah knows.
Wake up, comic book man. It's www.myalternatereality.com.
So, stop off at the store's website and check out all the indie news that Bo sends me that I post up. And until next time, this is Comic Book Man
And Bo.
and Larry Fine
Fight promoter, Bo Cephas.
and Larry Fine
Split differently.
saying bye.
Get a haircut, you hippie.
This month's Hero of the Month sale at Alternate Reality is
I am Iron Man.
and War Machine and Natasha Romanoff. I hear there's a movie coming out for the three of them. Anyway, if you stop down at the store all this month, 25% off all of my Iron Man trades, all my War Machine trades, all my Natasha Romanoff trades, whether they're Masterworks, whether they're soft covers, whether they're hardcovers, every trade I've got in the store, 25% off all month long. Now, some of you might be wondering, who's Natasha Romanoff? I saw her in the movie, but who is she? Black Widow. 25% off all month long here at Alternate